My name is Elena Cruz. I'm 30 years old. And I was in love for 8 of them. Real love. The kind that survives job changes, family deaths, moving cities, lost luggage, and long-distance winters. The kind that makes you believe in vows before they're spoken. And then one day, he left. Not for a stranger. Not for someone newer, shinier, or more exciting. No. He left me, for my sister. People like to say heartbreak comes suddenly. That it rips through your chest like lightning, splits you open without warning. But they are wrong. It comes slowly. Quietly. With signs you choose not to see. It arrives like a leak in the ceiling. One drop at a time. Until the roof caves in. I should have seen it coming. I remember the first time she mentioned his name too often. Her laugh a little too loud at his jokes. Her eyes lingering a second too long when he wasn't looking. I brushed it off. She was my sister. Yes, we had our childhood wars. The silent treatments, the slammed doors, the she always gets everything fights. But we were adults now. Grown women. Right? I remember her saying once. You're lucky, Elena. He really sees you. Funny thing is. She said that while staring at him, not me. The truth is, she always wanted what I had. Even when she said she didn't. When I got into college, she started skipping class. When I got my first promotion, she quit her job the next day. When I moved in with him, she suddenly needed a place to stay for a few weeks. Those weeks became months. And I became blind. I should have noticed when he started dressing differently. When he began quoting her music. When he made her coffee exactly the way she liked it. Even I didn't know how she liked it. But he did. People think betrayal is a single moment. A kiss. A lie. A goodbye. But for me, it was 1,000 tiny moments. Stacked like knives. Hidden in laughter. Passed between them right in front of me. Wrapped in sisterhood and silence. I should have seen it coming. But I didn't. Because love makes you loyal. And family makes you blind. And when both betray you, there's no word strong enough for that kind of pain. When they told me, they didn't look me in the eyes. Not him. Not her. They sat on the edge of my couch. My couch. And said it was unexpected. Said these things happen. Said we didn't mean to hurt you. They called it love. As if love makes betrayal less sharp. I remember staring at the floor. The rug I picked out. The coffee table we built together. The spot where he once knelt and tied my shoe because I twisted my ankle. Now he was sitting on that same floor. Holding my sister's hand. Telling me they wanted to be honest. As if honesty makes it better. As if ripping out someone's future with your bare hands becomes noble if you do it while whispering. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I didn't throw anything. I just listened. Because sometimes silence is the only thing louder than betrayal. They left together. I heard her laugh as they walked out the door. That laugh I used to envy as a child. Now it echoed like a blade in my chest. I sat there for hours. No music. No phone. No lights. Just me. And the absence of everything I'd spent years building. He didn't just leave. He took my future with him. The ring we picked out. The wedding venue we toured. The guest list we started. The name we wanted for our daughter. The house with the porch swing. The Sunday routines. Gone. And the worst part? He didn't take it alone. She helped him carry it. My sister. My blood. My mirror. My shadow. She didn't just steal him. She stole the version of me I was becoming. In that moment, I realized something. This wasn't just heartbreak. This was identity theft. And I wasn't sure I even existed without him. But I was about to find out. Grief feels like drowning. But rage? Rage is oxygen. Sharp. Hot. Pure. I woke up the next morning. Not crying. Not empty. But clear. You took everything. My love. My trust. My plans. My name on his lips. My seat at the future we designed together. So now, I take my turn. I started with her phone. She never changed her passwords. She used our childhood dog's name for everything. And like always, she never thought I'd look. But I did. I opened her cloud backup. Messages. Photos. Voice notes. Shared calendars. They'd been planning it for months. Weekend getaways. Hidden photos. Inside jokes sent while I was sleeping 10 feet away. She even called him, mi destino. My destiny. How poetic. She stole mine. So she made him hers. I forwarded it all to myself. Created a folder. Named it Evidence, Phase 1. I didn't know yet what Phase 2 would be. But I would. Soon. Then I opened his profile. Private, of course. But I knew the passwords too. He never locked me out. Because he never thought I'd stop being the quiet one. Big mistake. I downloaded everything. Hotel bookings. Flight confirmations. Even a receipt for the necklace he bought her. 2 days after our anniversary. It was shaped like a crescent moon. When I asked him why he didn't get me anything that year, he said work was too busy. Apparently, betrayal is a full-time job. You see, people like them think they're clever. But they forget something. I was there. Every day. Every moment. I know their schedules. Their habits. Their pressure points. And I know how to make them crack. Not with fire. But with silence. With timing. With precision. They took everything from me. Now, I take control. You can tell a woman's ready for war when she starts wearing red lipstick again. Not for beauty. Not for attention. But for armor. I called her Lucia. My sister's ex-best friend. They stopped talking 2 years ago. Over something small. Something stupid. But Lucia never forgot how my sister treated her. And some grudges are just waiting to be useful. We met at a rooftop cafe. Windy. Loud. Perfect for secrets. I didn't cry. I didn't beg. I showed her the photos. The dates. The necklace. She didn't flinch. She just took a sip of her coffee and said, "Let's burn her life down, with elegance." She still had access to some of my sister's accounts. The beauty pageant email. The influencer sponsorship inbox. The Dropbox full of edited photos. That were never hers to begin with. You see, my sister curated her life like a museum. Perfect light. Perfect angles. Perfect captions. But the truth. She was borrowing that life from other people. From stylists she never paid. From makeup artists she undercredited. From boyfriends she stole. And now she stole mine. Lucia sent one email. Just one. Subject line. Fraudulent use of copyrighted content, urgent. Within a week, 2 brands pulled out. A third began reviewing her profile. A fourth blocked her completely. Then I used my own hands. I scheduled a couple's engagement photo session. Under her name. At a public park. Where my ex's colleagues like to jog. Where mutual friends hang out on weekends. They showed up. In matching white. Posing. Laughing. And as the flash popped. So did the bubble. She didn't just look guilty. She looked exposed. And I stood across the street. Wearing sunglasses. Red lips. And a smile. Revenge doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes, it's just a whisper. Behind the right door. At the right time. He thought I'd stay broken. That I'd sit in the dark. Scroll through memories. Question my worth. Wait for a call. Cry when it didn't come. He didn't know me. Not really. He knew the version of me who bent. Who forgave. Who explained away red flags as misunderstandings. That version of me died the day he left with her. I started building something new. Not out of rage. Out of reason. Because if they were going to take everything from me, then I'd take back something too. Power. He was applying for a new job. Big company. Better pay. New city. He needed references. And who do you think they called? Me. I could have lied. Said he was perfect. Said he was organized. Said he was a team player. But I didn't lie. I told the truth. Every ignored email. Every missed meeting. Every time I covered for him. They thanked me. And 2 days later. He lost the offer. He called me. 3 times. Left a voicemail. I thought you'd at least stay out of it. I thought we ended things respectfully. Respect? You cheated on me with my sister. You stole my timeline. You hijacked my home. And you thought I'd, what? Bake you a cake for it. Then came the message from her. My sister. Just 1 sentence. Why are you doing this to me? I didn't reply. Because revenge isn't always about a reply. Sometimes it's about silence. That screams. Sometimes it's about absence. That feels like punishment. And sometimes it's about letting them sit in the mess they made. He thought I'd stay broken. But he forgot. I'm Elena Cruz. I don't break. I rebuild. Everyone kept asking me if I was okay. If I'd moved on. If I'd healed. But healing isn't a finish line. It's a quiet choice you make. Every morning. You wake up. Without hate. It started small. I bought new sheets. Painted the bedroom wall. Deleted old playlists. Took her out of my emergency contact list. And one night. I slept without checking my phone. I didn't lose them. I lost what was holding me back. Their lies. Their rules. Their tiny invisible cages. They built around my confidence. I was never small. I was just in small spaces. For too long. I got a new job. One I never would have accepted back then. Because I was always waiting to settle down. Now I'm settled. With myself. And that's enough. People say forgiveness is freedom. But for me? Forgetting was. Not forgetting the lesson. Not forgetting the pain. But forgetting that they ever got to define me. Forgetting that I ever thought I needed their love to be whole. I lit a candle last night. Not for them. For me. I whispered a vow. From this moment on, I protect my peace. Like it's sacred. Because it is. My name is Elena Cruz. And I was betrayed. By the two people who knew me best. But in losing them, I found me.